All right, everyone, welcome into another episode of the Spoiler Alert podcast. We finally have, the steady stream of movies coming in. Ty, you saw Jurassic Park. I saw nothing. So you'll be kind of leading the way here.
This might be our first ever one movie episode.
Yeah, it's even early on, I felt like we just saw everything
Yeah,
and
there would
anything.
always be a couple. Yeah, either some stuff on streaming and like something at the theater, or maybe a couple in
hmm
theater. But only one movie came out since last time we did a poll. We're finally like back on a steady track here.
I feel like the movies this year compared to last year, and I'm gonna pull open last year's movies just to make sure I'm not gonna eat my own words.
Hmm.
But I felt like we had more smaller movies last year
Yeah.
versus this year, Superman, Fantastic Four,
Hmm.
some other Marvel movies where last year, the big ones were Dune, Deadpool,
Hmm.
Wolverine. That was that was kind of it for like the big budget movies when you think about
Right.
it.
I keep wondering how many movies this point in last year that I'd seen. Like, so right now, like movies in theaters, I've
That's
seen
interesting. Yeah.
30. So
Yeah,
or
that's a
I can't
good
remember
question.
exactly what point I was at last year on this time. I'd have to look and see what movies came out when, but only 30 so far. It feels a little low, but I feel like I'm
Yeah.
also at the theater all the time, so maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, my number of theater movies is definitely much lower
Mhm.
um this year, but I've been burning through like my watch list.
Yeah.
One from when I had surgery and two now I got the theater room up and going.
Mhm.
I'm just watching movies. I'm up to 85 this year.
Wow.
Uh,
Yeah, I know that, last year there was definitely a couple, like, big ones, like 10s out of the way pretty early with, like, Oppenheimer and all that. Oppenheimer's
right.
last year, right? I think? No,
Oppenheimer
Dune?
was not.
Dune.
That was 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Okay, that's crazy. Well, Dune was last year.
Yeah.
I remember that, so there's only
Dune,
one 10
Long
for me this
Legs,
year. Yeah, Long Legs.
A Complete Unknown. Long Legs was pretty early, right? When did that
Yeah,
come?
definitely. I feel like that was, like, right around this time last year.
Yeah, because it felt like it hit our top and then just kinda stayed there.
Yeah,
It
and I
came
wanna watch it
out
again because I still love that shit. July 12th, literally almost a year to
there
the
you
day.
go. Yeah.
That's crazy. I knew it was something right around there.
Yeah, that movie, like I said, under the rate only a $10 million budget, what's the Superman budget? It has to be hundreds of millions, right?
Oh my god, it's probably insane. Let me
Uh,
see.
225 million.
Oh!
That's actually kinda funny. They have the gross worldwide,
Mhm.
box office, it says $7.
Apparently,
Just
if
a
you
little
have
tiny bit.
Amazon Prime, you could have got tickets to see it early Tuesday. They had
Ah,
a couple of theaters that would be showing it Tuesday, so I could have probably went and seen it on Tuesday, but at that point,
interesting.
what's the point? I already have tickets for Thursday. Not gonna switch up, but yeah, I mean that's really the only upcoming movie this week if we want to segue into that.
Pretty much, yeah, so we can do that. I got three on the list here, 2 of them actually sound pretty interesting. We'll get to them, but, we'll talk about Superman first. So, I don't feel like I need to explain fucking Superman, but if you
Right.
don't know, this one's gonna be about Superman, reconciling his alien Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing as reporter Clark Kent, so every other Superman movie. As the embodiment of truth, justice, and the human way, he soon finds himself in a world that views these as old fashioned. So, Ty, maybe you know better than me, but I don't think this is going to be like a complete origin story. Like, they'll probably
No.
have him like crash landing to Earth and then maybe just fast forward. But I feel like this movie isn't set up to be an origin story, if that makes sense.
Right. It's not because I. It's funny you should say about the crash landing to Earth because apparently James Gunn the other day he said like three things he's sick of seeing in superhero movies are Peter Parker getting bit by a spider, Bruce Wayne's parents getting killed in an alley, and Clark Kent landing on Earth or whatever. So
Okay, there you
this
go.
one's supposed to be probably kind of like the newest Batman movie where he's already like I think he's already established as Superman a little bit, you know.
Perfect.
So
Yeah, it's like what movie did that really well was Into the Spider-Verse, where it's like, you all know the
yeah.
story about by now,
Uh huh.
and then they just like do a quick recap. And I'm like, that's
Hmm.
perfect.
Yeah. No doubt.
Um, it's kind of funny, but I'm looking at all of the Superman like suits of all time and trying to figure out, which one because this one's a little different. It doesn't look as much like an S as the other Superman suits do. This one's
Uh-huh.
more of just like a line right down the middle with very slim
Mhm.
uh top and bottom of the S. But the
Yeah, yeah.
Henry Cavill 2013 Superman suit is fucking sick. It's
It's so
just like
sick.
darker. Yeah.
I mean, even if I love this movie, Corn Sweat does have the look. Cavill's always gonna be Superman.
Sure. Can't take him out
So,
of it.
yeah. He just
Also,
really had the look, and he's, like, ripped.
the reason I might like it the most, it doesn't look like he's wearing underwear. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it doesn't have like the red underwear on, which kind of
Uh-huh.
looks a little silly.
Definitely. I just can't stand the way that fucking I don't even know what his name is in the movie. Um, the guy that's in every James Gunn movie, it's gonna drive me nuts, can't find his
Alan
name.
Tudyk?
No,
No?
the other one. IMDb
Michael
has this
Rooker?
listed, so no, not even him. It's shit. IMDb has this listed so terribly, but
Bradley
it's the guy that
Cooper?
played no. I didn't
He's
even
in
know
it.
he was in here. What the
He is.
hell?
He's Jor-El.
That's isn't that Superman's dad?
I think so, yeah.
The hell? Um, it's the
He
guy
was
that's in like every James Gunn movie, but he's also the Green Lantern in this one. His haircut just looks fucking absurd. It's pissing
he's
me
the
off.
Green Lantern. I don't know the Green Lantern's real name, so I can't even like
I think it's
search.
like Hal Jordan or something like that, or whatever. All right,
Jor-
IMDb is so bad at this.
Uh, let's see here. Green Lantern real name.
Nathan
Hal, yeah, it
Fillion.
is. Harold Jordan or Hal Jordan.
Nathan
What was it?
Fillion.
Nathan Fillion. Who the fuck's that? Am I gonna recognize him as soon as I see him?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yep, okay. He
The way
plays
that his hair looks.
Guy Gardine.
Yeah, I think
Gardine.
he's also a Green Lantern or whatever. He just looks so absurd. It pisses me off. So we'll see if I don't take points away for that.
Or shit costume design.
A lot of people are kind of shitting on Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor. I've seen online. I think my
Yeah,
whole algorithm on Twitter
I
is just
kinda get
people
that.
shitting on the movie.
That's fair. Nicholas Hoult, I mean, he's fine. I don't have a
Hmm.
problem with him exactly, but
Right.
it the bald cap just looks odd on him.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kinda like how I feel about, Barry what's his face being the
Yogan.
Joker. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I always forget that
he
he's
just
like the
looks
Joker.
silly, if that movie ever freaking happens.
Honestly, yeah. At this point, fucking Batman 2 is not going to come out till damn near 2028. Feels like.
I'm gonna be fucking 40.
Yeah.
We're
God.
gonna be old. But yeah, got Superman coming out. That's the big one here. Um, I'm sure we'll see it. It's just not like a I don't know, a needle mover for me at this moment.
Right. It's actually not even the needle mover on IMDb. It's the 11th most popular movie right now.
No one
Want to guess
cares.
what number one is?
I was gonna say Jurassic Park. Is it
It is
Jurassic
Jurassic
Park?
Park.
Okay, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, it just came out, so it's probably that.
Yeah.
Next movie we got here is called Sovereign, a father and son who identify as sovereign citizens, which I love those videos of those
Oh
people
yeah.
just getting shit on.
Yeah.
Uh, a group of anti-government extremists find themselves in a standoff with the chief of police that sets off a manhunt. And this is interesting to me because there's some big names in this
Yeah.
that this kind of flew under the radar. So you get Nick Offerman, Dennis Quaid. We're always talking about his son at this point. And
Mhm.
then Jacob Tremblay is, supposed to be the kid up and comer. He was in every movie in the world
Oh
when
yeah.
he was a child. Started with Room,
Holy shit. That's that kid is
Wonder. He was
okay, you're
in
right, yeah.
Luca. Yeah, he grew up.
Damn, he looks old.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's funny we say he looks old when he was born in 2006.
Oh
So
my
he's
god.
19 at this point. He's still 18 actually. Not even 19 yet. But this actually looks pretty interesting. Sitting currently at an 8.4 on Sovereign. Not that many ratings, so who knows? 65 on Metacritic, but this one actually does interest me a decent amount.
Yeah, a little bit too for me. I was thinking that. It's definitely one of those ones that goes under the radar. You wouldn't expect it, but then it's pretty good. Is it like streaming anywhere or is it like
It
going to the
looks like
theaters?
it is. Let's see, Marcus Watch is coming soon. It doesn't say. Let's see if old Google can give us a release. Okay, that doesn't help. Scheduled to be released on July 11th. Great. Looks like it's coming to theaters.
Huh. Let's check the old Fandango app here.
Very limited release, it looks like.
Yeah, it's got to be. Probably super small budget, I would hope too.
Remake. Where to watch movie coming soon, cinema, and then eventually
Opening
Prime
Friday.
Video.
No tickets near me. Huh. That's shocker.
Jerks. Yeah, just no talk about this movie at all, and it looks like everyone who's seen it saw it at a film festival.
Okay, that'll do it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, IMDb 8.4 out of. Oh, here we go. It's a little weird. There's some fuckery going on here. So IMDb, it's got an 8.4 out of 10 with 79 reviews. 44 of those gave it a perfect 10, which seems a little suspect.
It was everyone that was in the movie.
8 of them gave it. 8 people gave it a 1. 9 people gave it a 9. This is very all over the place.
Yeah, it's like you can't trust these ratings until they're fully out, it feels like.
Right. Yep. For sure.
It
Because
is
this is
inspired
crazy.
by true events, which is kinda interesting.
Probably happened in like Pennsylvania somewhere or some shit.
Probably a bunch of wild mountain men.
God damn it, boy. I tell you what. I'm a
Get
sovereign
on out.
citizen. What are you going to do, Bob?
It does say video on demand, so it
Oh,
must be,
okay.
straight to DVD type movie.
Yep. It makes sense.
This one says Peacock, so also possibly Peacock.
Huh. The one that nobody has.
Yeah. It's like they forced people to get it because they put The Office there, and then
Mhm.
everyone's like, "Fuck this, we're pirates now again."
Yeah.
That's the problem with all this. Like, if they woulda stuck and, like, just made their money, put it on, like 1, 2 platforms, everyone would be happy paying for it. They wouldn't care.
Yep.
Dumbasses.
Goddamn dummies.
Last movie coming out here. This is a silly one, but we like that here. We like the Slaughterhouse. This is very similar in the name. It's called Skill House. Emphasis on the kill there. Um,
Oh.
Dark satire of social media and influencer culture, unflinching take on fame and what new celebrities are willing to do to attain it. So the first thing I notice in this movie when I scroll down is number one, Neil McDonough. I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure that's that dude you fucking hate for that Homestead movie.
Oh, yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah. So he's in it. That was the first thing I noticed. Scroll down a little further. 50 Cent is in it. So I'm like, okay, that's
Fucking
a little weird.
crazy.
Scroll down further. Paige Van Zant is in it.
Yeah.
So really odd lineup here. But maybe the most shocking of all, the writer and director is Josh Stolberg, who actually has decent rep. However, he did write the worst Saw movie. He wrote Spiral and
Oh,
Jigsaw.
shit.
He wrote Piranha 3D and 3 Double D.
Oh my
He
god.
also wrote a couple episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the
No
the
way.
animated series. So not a terrible resume for this guy.
He was an additional crew member on the Playboy TV show Playboy, Who Wants to Be a Playboy Centerfold in 2002.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. That's weird
Yeah.
though. This seems like the most like really bad movie of the year. Like I don't know if it's intentional or not, but like another one where I click on the ratings, it's got a 4.6 out of 10 because
Yeah.
21 people gave it a 10, 41 people gave it a 1. So if it didn't have those 21 tens, it would probably be like resoundingly like a 2.
Mhm.
If
And
if that, it would probably be a 1.5.
here's how you know it's gonna be a freaking problem. Uh, well, 2 things. Number 1, they're adding not just actors, but social media personalities and TikTok stars, including Bryce Hall and American Idol alumni Todrick Hall. They're
Cringe.
trying to attract a younger audience. And then what's also a problem, cast member 50 Cent filed a lawsuit to block the movie's release, claiming that the producer had failed to pay him and unlawfully use his name to promote the movie.
That's hilarious because I'm clicking through the photos now on IMDb, and it's just 50 Cent and one dude like sitting in director's chairs.
And the lawsuit was dropped just last week.
Wow.
So
Just
that's
in time for it
obviously
to
why
come
it's
out.
coming out. Yeah.
That's so funny. Holy shit. I can
Well,
think
you know,
of one way this movie might be okay, and that's if just Paige Van Zandt just gets nude,
it's true.
busts him out,
It's true.
and
It's true.
throws everybody in an arm bar or something.
It's like, all right, sick. That was good.
Actually, okay, 4 out of 10 sounds about right.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. But even if it ends up like the Slaughterhouse, where
Bad
they
on
don't
purpose.
they don't take it seriously. If they take it seriously, it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
If it's actually a joke and they lean into that, awesome. That's funny.
Mhm.
I don't
Maybe
know
it'd
who
be worth a
Bryce Hall is.
watch. If we can find this over the weekend, it might be worth a watch for how shit it is.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. This is another one. It's coming to theaters. I got a few around here, but I can't imagine it's in theaters very long before streaming.
Skill House, you have theaters showing it.
I do.
Oh my god, I have to check.
I
If I
have
can find a theater
two
playing it, I'll
theaters.
go. I would be shocked if anywhere around here is playing it.
You got
Skill
the
House
Mills?
opening Friday. The Mills! What? That's tomorrow. I could go see that
Yeah.
after I go see Superman. I could double feature.
There you go. Pittsburgh
Friday,
Mills
it's
still good
playing
for
at a couple
something.
places. I can't believe it's showing one night only at Pittsburgh Mills.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the next day it's at Waterfront, and then Chartiers Valley, and then only
Greensburg.
at Waterfront, Chartiers Valley. So that's weird. Like,
Now's the time.
oh my god. Let's see how much tickets are.
Funny that it's probably the same price as a normal ticket.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's one of those fat. It is a Fathom event. Okay, I knew it. It's $11. It's not too bad. I might have to do this. If I'm not absolutely dead from being at the movies for 2 hours for Superman, and I can rally, I might go see this tomorrow.
Do it. I
Oh
have to
lord, I
know.
have to. I mean, what is it, like an hour and something long?
It
Did
can't
it
be too
say?
long.
Let's see. IMDb is just
Hour
terribly
39.
merciful. Yeah, so that's not too bad. It would go quick, I'm sure. Might have to.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a bad movie in a while. Like we were just
it's
talking
time.
about the universe. I need a shit horror film in my life.
Yeah,
Some
you
of the
gotta
CGI
hold
on this
over.
looks so bad. I feel like they're showing the whole damn movie in the trailer.
Yeah. I do like premises of like, oh, you gotta do everything you can to get famous type shit. Like
Uh
there's a few things that work well,
huh.
obviously, or even get money. So like Squid Games is probably the biggest one that
Hmm.
shows that. There was a movie, Would You Rather,
Yeah,
if you
that was actually
recall.
solid.
Yeah, it had friggin' Ricky from Trailer Park Boys in it.
Oh my god.
Which was always fucking hilarious. But yeah, like shit like that, it's like, okay, how far are these nutcases willing to go
Uh
to
huh.
make money, to get famous, stuff like that. Um, I like that concept, and that feels like what this is.
I was
Holy
just gonna
shit.
say one
You
more
know
thing. I
who
can't
was
remember what
in
it is.
Would You Rather? Sorry. Was the lady who played Thelma. She was in that too.
No way! I didn't even
Yeah.
realize. That's so long ago. I haven't watched it in so long. That's the
Sasha,
shit.
Sasha Grey.
What's she up to these days?
uh
I don't think she's getting piped anymore.
she was in Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah,
The the DLC game that is. But
that's so funny. Um,
yeah,
I was just gonna say, it looks like 50 Cent is just himself. He just shows up on a phone.
I
I wonder
am
if he's
50
gonna.
Cent.
I think he's behind all this shit.
He's
It's
the
so
host.
funny.
He's
Yeah,
Jigsaw.
the guy who brought you the social. That did not say the social network. What the hell did that just say?
It?
The guy who brought you.
Spiral. Has to be
The guy
Spiral.
who brought you Zombieland and the social network. What the fuck?
What? Oh, it must be the producer.
Imagine working on the social network and then being like, I'll make Skill House.
Yeah. Things
That's
have
fucking crazy.
fallen down. Let's see
So
the
this Stolberg
producers.
had to have been a producer on the social network. Or did he write?
Oh no, the one producer did all the freaking Real Housewife shit in the Riff Raff show.
Oh my god.
Jamie Burke produced.
This guy didn't produce the director didn't do anything. I can see with
No,
the social network.
this Ryan Kavanaugh guy produced The Fighter, The Strangers, Pray at Night, Brothers, Death Race. Death Race was a fun movie.
Oh my god, these
Uh,
featured reviews are so funny. I mean, we could just do a whole episode on this
Girl.
on this fucking movie, honestly. This movie this plot or this review says 10 out of 10, best of the best. Interesting premise
Definitely.
for a movie, but it tends to feel like it's copying from the Saw movies.
How's that a 10 then?
Right. I thought a lot of the acting was a bit wooden, and then the set and costume design felt really cheap. However, Bryce Hall is the man. I love him very much. That's weird. So it's a Bryce
Oh,
Hall super fan or
fucking
something.
Stan. Yeah.
Somebody
Christ.
said I heard the same producer or the same review says I heard the guy who
Guacamole.
produced this is the same guy who kicked off the Marvel franchise, which would explain why it's produced so well.
Oh my
It
god.
is, however, a shame that the producer is targeted so much by a YouTuber who will try and get his audiences to review bomb the movie. Although I did enjoy watching it with drinking wine, I did have a bit too much wine, and I didn't get wet and reckless. What the hell? This
What
is
the
so
fuck?
funny. This person is like illiterate, and they just keep. Oh my god, they are review bombing it. It's the same guy with different. Wait a minute. Never mind. Same review, but I thought same guy kept doing the same review. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm gonna see it. I talked myself into it.
Is Bryce Hall actually are there two Bryce Halls? Because this dude did bare knuckle fighting and he actually looks kind of hardcore.
Oh yeah,
That
no,
has to be
that's
a
the dude
is
from
that the same
TikTok
one?
that also boxes now. Yeah.
Damn. He does
I
bare
think he used
knuckle.
to I think he used to be like a douche on TikTok, and I think he's kinda grown up a little bit, and now he just, like, boxes and does bare knuckle shit, and he's actually
Alright.
not that big of a douche, but
Alright, go
he's
for
still
him.
pretty much a douche, but yeah, no doubt.
He wanted to oh, there it is. Bryce Hall wants to fight Sean Strickland
Oh my god. He would get fucking annihilated.
because he beat up Sneeko. These are just like
This is shit
it's
I've
just a
never even
whole
heard of.
different world I don't want to go
Yeah.
into.
We've opened up a can of worms.
Ryan Garcia too. Jesus. Yeah, so
Oh
he's
my
taking the Jake Paul route.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, I know what I
That's
was
what I
gonna
got.
sidebar about too. What about, did you finish Squid Game?
Yes.
Sucked.
The
Terrible.
yeah, they kind of pooped it
The most predictable
a
ending of
few
all
times.
time,
Yeah.
A, and then
Like
B, it just felt like such a waste of time.
they don't got the plums to kill a baby.
No, not at all.
And that happened twice in the series when the old mom let uh
Yeah.
her son die for no reason. It's like I met these people 3 days ago, but fuck you.
Yeah.
And then the same thing here. Like listen, I'm not saying we should be killing babies,
Mhm.
but if the choice was all right, save this baby who was never it was born yesterday
He was born in
or
literal squalor.
go home and see my daughter and change her life. I'm sorry, I'm probably chucking that baby.
Goddamn,
Like
4, 5, 6 hardly said any words the last, like, 8 episodes. Actually, there's only 6 episodes. The
just
last
stared at a
3
wall.
episodes. Yeah. So, I don't know. It could be interesting if they do a US version. I'd be interested in kinda watching that, but
Yeah, that's what it. I think
definitely
there's
what
like
they
4 or
teased up.
5 spinoffs coming.
Yeah. So, it's definitely not done, but that's the last we've seen of it for a while, but definitely kind of a bummer how it ended. Just
Yeah.
kinda like, meh.
Squid Games America's definitely coming. That's what they teased at the end.
Yeah, yep.
I think there's gonna be like a Squid Games, like one of the first ones.
Uh-huh.
Uh, uh, that might be interesting.
The first Squid Game,
Um,
that would be cool, actually.
the 4 ones. Where is it? Okay,
They have so many ways they could spin it now.
there it is. Squid Game USA, Squid Game World. The fuck? Squid Game 1987, which I'm assuming is the first one, like the first ever Squid Game they did, and then Squid
Uh-huh.
Game 28th. I don't quite know what
The
that
hell?
will be, but yeah, we get a Squid Game once every year. We get 2 next year actually. He says we get Squid Game USA and Squid Game 1987 next year.
Huh. No shit.
So hopefully it's good. It's one of those things where do they Americanize it too much that it's
Right.
just annoying? Because the
Yeah.
worst part of this one was the fucking VIPs, and they weren't American, but they were English.
Yeah, they were
Not all.
obnoxious, no doubt.
Yeah, they were the worst part of the show. So like, are we gonna have a entire show of shitty
Mhm.
acting?
Could happen.
Um,
Yeah, freaking old what's her face shows up at the end, and I was like, "What the hell is that old?" It's gonna drive me insane. I can't think of her name right now. Kate Blanchett? Is that Kate
Blanchett.
Blanchett?
Yeah. Yep.
Just also so funny because nobody in America's ever seen that fucking game before, and she's just like slapping the hell out of those little
Yeah.
things.
It's like, what's happening? There was also word that some big name was gonna be either producing or doing some sort of work on Squid Game America.
Huh.
Um, fuck, who was it?
Wasn't Brad Pitt, was it?
No, I don't think
I don't know why
so.
that I
I
don't know
I
why
think it
that
was
jumped in my head.
David Fincher.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
He's also
So,
doing, like, the 20 or, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood show with Brad Pitt, so he's probably got
oh
some
wow,
kinda deal going on with Netflix.
yeah. So that gives me hope.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
I like that dude. He did The Social
Well,
Network too. He directed it.
yeah. Yep. That leads me into this little bit of news we have, not a ton this week at all, really. 3 quick things here. Apparently, there's a Night at the Museum reboot in the works. Plot details remain under wraps, but it said that the film will tell a fresh story at the museum with new characters. Sean Levy and Dan Levine will produce for 21 Laps. I've never heard of them before. I've heard of Sean Levy, but never heard of 21 Laps producing company before. I'm sure they're whatever, but Levy also directed the first 3 films, and this other guy has a writer includes Stuber. I'm not okay with this. Die Hart and Die Hart 2, Die Harter. So I wonder if that's a Kevin Hart thing or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, Night at the Museum reboot in the works. I think I only ever seen the first one of those. Don't think I saw 2 or 3. So that's that. Sidebar though, I did see that apparently National Treasure 3 is in the works too, but I just saw that one guy say something about it on Twitter. So I don't know how legit that is, but
Yeah.
we'll see. I'd rather have that than another Night at the Museum movie. Next up here, A24 is going to release the Chinese animated blockbuster Ninja 2 in US theaters. We talked about this movie just because of how absolutely insane it did in the box office over there overseas. English version is going to feature Michelle Yeoh in a lead voice acting role, and it'll be coming out August 22nd, which not too long from now, about a month, a little over a month. But yeah, the world's top grossing animated film of all time, $2.2 billion. The big question is, will US audiences go? Because I guarantee most people haven't seen the first Ninja movie, and they probably, I mean, a lot of people probably don't realize how big this movie was overseas. So
Right. I did
unless you
like
have a
it.
movie podcast, you wouldn't know
That's
about
right.
this movie.
Unless you're listening here. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the first one. It was good. It was better than more of the recent Pixar crap.
Uh, and did you watch 2 or no?
I haven't. No, I haven't been able to
Okay.
find it. It's like
I might,
way out there.
yeah, I figured. So I might try and see this one just because, I mean, it got excellent reviews. It's probably going to be better, you know, in its original than with subtitles and dubbed over. But who cares? It's animated, so it can't have that much of a difference, I
Yeah,
guess.
if they're redoing it, they'll sync up the lips and everything, so it'll be
Uh
fine.
huh. And so yeah, I'll probably go see that one just because of how well it did. The last little bit of news here: Dune 3 got its title. It's Dune Part 3.
Okay.
It's not Dune Messiah. It's just Dune Part 3.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. And that's all for news. There's nothing. I mean, it's been a short week since the last pod,
Man.
but yeah,
Yeah.
not a ton, which
All
is not
right.
a good thing, not a bad thing.
Now we'll get some more stuff out here eventually. It'll all be
Mhm.
a good. Ty, you had an idea here. You saw dinosaur movie. You want to keep talking dinosaurs, so let's do that. Let's do some comparisons here and just overall general vibe on like the Jurassic Park movies versus like Godzilla and Kong, and that'll lead us into you talking about Jurassic World, Rebirth. So I think the easiest question we can probably start with
Mhm.
is overall as a franchise, what do you like better?
See, that's tough because I wasn't a huge Jurassic Park guy back in the day, but I
Mhm.
feel like they have a better back catalog than Godzilla does, at least in the US. I know there's like 50 something Godzilla movies in Japan, whatever. I feel like recently though, Godzilla takes the cake as the stronger of the two. That's only because there's one at the top of the mountain, Godzilla minus one. Not only is a good movie, just a great, or not a monster movie, I should say, just a really good movie in general.
Yeah.
I was also looking at some other ones that came out because recently Godzilla's had more movies than Kong, but together they make up the monster verse for Legendary Pictures, I guess. So that's why we get so many Godzilla X Kong movies. So since 2014, we've had the Godzilla one with Bryan Cranston, which was like the the reboot to the Godzilla franchise, and it kicked off the MonsterVerse. I feel like it was pretty solid back in the day. I think I liked it. I kind of want to rewatch it though, just to see what I think of it now, how it compares to the other ones. I like
Right.
so it was more grounded in reality than like the Godzilla versus King Kong and shit, and it starts going off the rails. King of Monsters was cool too, but it didn't even break even at the box office. It made less than 400 million, and it got kind of shit on by critics, but
Yeah.
it got better audience ratings, probably because it had like Godzilla versus the three-headed dragon Ghidorah or whatever.
Right.
People were probably like, sick. But like stacking those up against the Jurassic World movies, I think I only saw the first Jurassic World movie. It was okay. It was pretty cool to go back to that after however many years. The Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I think I might have seen that one. And then Dominion or whatever it's called, it got completely trashed. So I didn't even see that one, but it still made $1 billion. It's these movies, the Jurassic Park movies, no matter
People seen it.
how bad they do review wise, people go see them. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. You know, cinematically, if
Hmm.
you ask this question, you know, 10, 20 years ago,
Hmm.
Jurassic Park was like idolized.
For sure.
With Steven Spielberg directing and all that. And like I think I've watched him a little more recently. I think I watched the
Hmm.
first one maybe in the past 5 years or so.
Hmm.
And it's good. Honestly, the effects still seem to hold up pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, they're fun, they're tense, but I think once we got to the Jurassic World, at least after the first one wasn't horrible, like you said.
Right.
I just it's you knew what you were getting.
Uh huh.
I
For
think
sure.
probably the same could be said about the Godzilla movies for the most part.
Yeah. Exactly.
Um,
That's what it's so similar.
yeah, but I enjoy the not taking themselves too seriously of the
Uh huh.
Godzilla ones, like Godzilla and Kong. Like those movies are
Yeah.
ridiculous, but
Yeah. For
they're
sure.
kind of fun.
Uh huh.
Where Jurassic World, and maybe you can tell me if that changed in this one, it's definitely more serious.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. They're more grounded in reality, even though I mean it's about dinosaurs, but they are more realistic than gigantic lizard versus gigantic ape.
Yeah,
So they are like probably a more serious movie than like the two monsters battling or Godzilla battling, whatever. So in that note, they are probably like I wouldn't say they're not better, but they're eh, more. I don't even know what to say. Like easier to watch, easier to. I don't know. Um, but I still think that I'd rather watch a Godzilla movie than a Jurassic World movie.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
I'm
and
with you
Kong is
there.
hard to throw in there, but just because I mean he's had one solo movie since 2000. I think it was 2017.
Yeah, the
Skull
Jack Black
Island.
one, yeah.
Well, the one in oh yeah, the one in 2005 though was sick.
Yeah,
Peter
that was,
Jackson did
like, the
that one.
actual, like, remake of
Yeah,
the
it was so sick.
old
I
King
used to have a
Kong.
Godzilla like action figure, even what if it could even be classified as an action figure. Big ass ape doll was sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I like I would definitely like, if today,
Hmm.
you I had to pick Godzilla movie versus Jurassic Park movie, most like, 75% chance I'm going to the Godzilla movie,
Uh huh.
maybe 60% if it's, like, a Godzilla Kong movie, because I don't really
Right.
give a shit about King Kong.
Uh
Uh
huh.
But overall, pick which of them had, like, the number 1 best movie, because
Yeah.
I think it might still be Godzilla.
Yeah. I mean, Godzilla minus one is probably the best one, I think for sure. I mean, King Kong, nothing really comes close. I mean, maybe if you want to be like, say, oh, the original Jurassic Park is the best. I don't even know if I've seen it the whole way through, like within the last like 20 years. So who
Yeah.
knows? But so I've watched Godzilla minus one a shitload of times. I know that.
Kinda going off of that, like, the
Mhm,
Steven Spielberg thing, he I think he might be the most overrated director.
for sure, I would
Like,
say
that
so too.
it feels horrible to say because he's
Right.
had incredible movies, you get Saving Private Ryan, Schindler's List,
Uh huh.
very good movies. But then he also has some freaking garbage out there that
Yeah.
no one cared for. So like let me just go to what he's directed because
Hmm.
that's what I'm gonna be talking about. Because probably once we got into mid 2000s, it kind of took a downturn. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is the perfect example of that. That was poop. And then you get into the Adventures of Tintin. It's like no one gave a shit about that. Lincoln was okay. Bridge of Spies was meh. The Post was okay. I forgot he directed Ready Player One. That was probably his best one in the past 15 years.
I kind of did like the Holdovers. No, not the Holdovers. What's the
Now
one about himself?
the Fablemans.
The Fablemans. Yeah, I kind of did like
Yeah,
that
that
movie.
wasn't terrible. West Side Story was bad, but I honestly probably not his fault. I just can't stand Rachel Zegler
Uh,
and everything they did with that movie. Actually, you know what? No, fuck him. It is his fault. You know why? Because he did a stupid take where there's like scenes where they speak Spanish and
uh-huh.
they don't put subtitles. And that was like a directive, that was a choice. He's like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, this will separate people who know Spanish and don't. That's the only way you know. I'm like, bro, it's a movie.
Yeah.
Like, what? Why? Why? Just put the subtitles. I like if I'm gonna go watch a Japanese film,
Hmm.
put it, put the subtitles. Like, why are you alienating people?
Another sidebar here. I was completely just like looking at how much Spielberg has his hand in stuff,
Oh yeah,
producing so much stuff. Looked up his net worth, $5.3 billion.
my God.
Yeah, I was like, this guy's got to be at least a billionaire. How about
Yeah,
5 times over, Bob? That's crazy,
holy shit. Now,
insane.
producing wise,
He's got
he
his hand in everything.
he's a much better producer.
Yeah, I would say so. It's because he's
Uh,
got so much money. He's like, here you go.
yeah, make the movie. God, God damn, yeah, yeah. I mean, he was a producer in Jurassic World Rebirth. Of course, he was because
Yeah,
he did
yeah.
that.
But yeah, I definitely think as far as like well-made movies or yeah, the best reviewed movies too, Godzilla sticks out above the top just because it has -1. So that pretty much
Yeah,
ends the discussion right there. Um, I'll just go into Jurassic World a little bit,
yeah.
Rebirth, because honestly, it's the most middle of the road movie I've seen in a long time. I'm gonna send you this picture, and I'm really glad that this wasn't in the movie. This was like a fake leak because I would have taken massive points away if this happened. But then I'll go into my spiel. Um,
Oh yeah, I did see that too.
I was like, "You've got to be shitting me." I was waiting for it to happen the whole movie. Thank God it didn't. But yeah,
And for people listening, the picture is of Scarlett Johansson becoming a Velociraptor.
yeah, she's half Velociraptor, half human in one, and then just a Velociraptor with a
Full
blonde
out.
ponytail on the other. It's the most absurd shit I've ever seen. It
Well,
pisses
I
me
would have
off just looking at
respected
it.
them if they did it.
Yeah. But like I said earlier, these movies, no matter what, you slap the Jurassic logo on them, they're gonna print money.
Yeah.
So of the last few we were just talking about, I didn't see Dominion. It got panned. Has a 29% Rotten Tomatoes score. It made $1 billion on a budget of like 185 to 265 million dollars. The one before that, Fallen Kingdom, it was a bit more well received, but still no means like critically acclaimed. It made $1 billion. The Chris Pratt one, it made damn near $2 billion. The first of the Chris Pratt Jurassic World movies, 150 to $215 million budget, made almost $2 billion. So they're never going to stop making these. Um, that being said, I don't think this one's going to hit the billion mark. It's at about 400 million now after like a big holiday weekend. So maybe just because of how terribly the last one received, that kind of killed a lot of hype around it. Subpar reviews before the film came out didn't help, I'm sure. But for those who don't know, this is set 5 years after Jurassic World Dominion, which was the last one with Chris Pratt, I think. An expedition braves isolated equatorial regions. That's a hard word. Equatorial regions to extract DNA from three massive prehistoric creatures for a groundbreaking medical breakthrough. And that's like the whole meme now. It's like there's always an island, there's always a bad guy, and there's always gonna be like new dinosaurs. So they can always do that. Um, Scarlett Johansson does kick ass, though. She's also the highest grossing actor of all time now. Did you see that?
I did. It makes sense with the
Uh
number of
huh.
Marvel movies she's in.
Uh huh.
But still shocking.
Yeah. It's a pretty straightforward plot. They pretty much just have to go, like I said, get DNA from 3 different dinosaurs near the equator because the rest of the dinosaurs are dying off and can't live anywhere else because it's really warm there, so they can live there still. You can't go to this island; it's so illegal and dangerous. They had to assemble a crew, and then you know how that goes. And that just reminds me, this is what would happen in real life if dinosaurs came back. People would think it's so sick at first, and then it would just be like the Mills Mall. It'd be like, who gives a fuck? Run
Yeah.
down. Nobody gives a shit about these dinosaurs
No one
anymore.
goes.
It's so funny. I was thinking about the Mills Mall as I was writing this. Like, huh?
Dead.
Yeah. But you meet an annoying like family along the way in this movie. They're probably like the emotional characters we're supposed to care about. They're just like off sailing the fucking ocean and they get attacked by a dinosaur or whatever. They end up joining up with Scarlett Johansson's team and shit. But I couldn't care less about them. The little girl is there strictly to sell dinosaur toys. I guarantee they're gonna make some kind of little plush toys and shit like that. Cause she makes like a little dinosaur friend, names it fucking whatever. Can't even remember. Um, the boyfriend's just like a douche, like a stoner douche. The dad's like a hard ass. They could have done a better job at waiting to reveal all the species that they have to go shoot to get their DNA first. Like they like show each one like in the museum and shit like that. It would have been like a way better movie if you're getting that reveal like as they roll up on these dinosaurs, you know. But
Right.
instead, like they're like, oh, we need this one, and this one. And then, like, right as soon as they get to the island, they get like 2 right off the rip, and you're like, okay, well, now this is gonna feel rushed at the end because through the middle is a whole lot of just fucking around. So that's it. Kind of gets boring and falls flat a little bit there in the middle. There is like a decent spot where, of course, there has to be a T Rex spot. They get chased through like a river valley
Cool.
by a T Rex. That was kind of cool on an inflatable raft. Also very, very much a product placement movie. I think I counted like 6 right off the bat. It was like Dr. Pepper, Twix, M&M's, Skittles, Doritos. I was like, holy shit. I think they go into a 7-Eleven on the one island. So everything that is gonna have Jurassic World on it, like on its fucking
Yeah.
wrapper, is in this movie. Um, but yeah, getting towards the end here, the new hybrid dinosaur, it just fucking sucks. It kind of looks like a T Rex, but it's got like long legs instead of short ones. It might have short ones too. I think it might have 6 legs. It kind of looks like an alien. It's got a long like skull looking head in the front. It's no scarier than any of the. I mean, it's definitely not scary, but it's no more intimidating than any of the other ones that they've had in the movies before. Um, and so like, should I go into some spoilers here?
Yeah. Yeah. We might as well. If you don't want to hear them, get out of here.
Okay. So basically, the end of this movie is this dinosaur can't see that well. It gets annoyed by the flares. It's got to chase the flares. So Mahershala Ali runs away with the flare so that the Scarlett Johansson and everybody else in the family can get away. And it chases him, and then you assume he dies and sacrifices himself. He could have thrown the fucking flare. He could have thrown the flare, and it basically would have just followed it. So that pissed me off right there because right after they start sailing away, he fucking Hail Marys a flare at them, and they realize he's still alive. It's like, dude, why didn't you do that in the first place? You could have got away on the boat in the first place. So that was just so annoying right there. But I'm telling you, he guns this flare. um,
Just whips it.
But yeah, that was stupid. And then like so the whole point's they're there to get the DNA for this private company so they can make medicine to I think it stops heart attacks in people. But that guy dies because it turns out he's actually a dickhead. And then they have the DNA and they're like, we're gonna give it to science so that everybody can benefit from this. And then they're just sailing away, and that's literally the end of the movie. It is such a shitty ending that it was like, okay. It ended on such a whimper.
We
It started off
survived.
okay. It kind of dulled out, and then it ended on a whimper, and that's like one of the worst things you can do as a movie. You should at least end on something. They could
Yeah.
have tried to set up the next one because we know there's going to be one. But that's what I listened to another podcast, and they were talking about how what are they going to do from here because they made it so that all the dinosaurs are dying off, and they're only in this certain area now. unless they do some kind of like climate change shit, like
Oh, God.
there's dinosaurs aren't going to come back. So who knows? So that's it's just always going to be they got to go back to the island. They got to do this, you know. So
Probably never
it
should have
was
brought him back in the first place.
exactly.
That was the whole point
So
of like the first movie. It's like we shouldn't have done this.
yeah. So like it was an okay movie. I mean, it was fun to watch in theater just because big loud dinosaurs and shit like that. But
Mm.
a lot of just corny dialogue, a lot of boring standing around, walking around, trying to find stuff. Scarlett Johansson's fun to watch, good looking gal, but I think I'm gonna go 5.2 on it. I was originally at a 6, but then I dropped it down mid thoughts here because yeah, I didn't love it.
Yeah, and I was kind of on the edge about seeing it to begin with, and now I'm just
Hmm.
like, I'll skim through it at some point. But I
Yeah,
don't care.
right. And like I
Um,
said, I'm not the biggest Jurassic World guy, but it was cool to go see in the theater. But
yeah,
that's about the only. It's like a one and done type deal. I'm never gonna watch it again.
right.
So I'm just really glad that she didn't turn into a dinosaur in the movie because I probably would have walked out.
It'd be one of those things that, oh, she's dying. What can we do? Oh, we
Yeah,
have
shoot
this
her with the
dinosaur
DNA.
serum.
That's
It's
exactly what I thought they were gonna do, exactly. Because at that island, they were, like, experimenting on dinosaurs and making hybrid dinosaurs, as they always do, so they teased it like she was gonna become a dinosaur, and I was like, "Oh, here we go."
that would have been funny.
She doesn't even get fucked up, she kinda just chills the whole movie.
Like I'm here.
Yeah. So, like, it was okay, but, like I said, very middle of the road. Some people like it if you're into that, uh, me.
Fair enough. Yep, that seems easy enough. It's again another. It's a big, quote unquote, big budget movie. People know the
Mhm.
name. They know what's gonna work. They don't have to try super hard. I mean, who directed this? Was it even someone that's done the other ones or Gareth
Yeah.
Edwards?
He
Uh,
directed
he
what
did
did he
Godzilla.
direct? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so they're like, hey, you know dinosaurs, and just
Right,
kind of.
you know how to do big monsters.
All right. He didn't do wow, that's interesting. He doesn't have a ton of a background. He did Godzilla and then Rogue One
Didn't he do
and The
that new
Creator.
one? Oh, The Creator, that's it. I still never
Yeah.
watched that.
Good it was okay. It could have been a lot better.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be sweet.
Yeah. I think, John David Washington kinda played himself out
Yeah,
with
does he
that one.
suck? Is he
He
a good actor
might.
or does he suck? Because I kinda liked Tenet, but, like, it's not because of him.
Yeah, he was I mean, he was good in The Creator and everything. It's
Uh-huh.
just I don't know, it felt like he got, it was you know what it was? I think Ballers kinda kicked him off a good bit more.
Mm.
And then after that, Tenet, Malcolm and Marie. I don't know what the hell that is. Is that a Malcolm X
BlacKkKlansman's a
movie?
fucking sweet movie, I will say.
Yeah, and like I think he's fine. I have no problem with him. It's just he's just kind of in a bunch of shit I don't care
Mhm.
about.
Yeah, no doubt. But at least we'll get to see how good Superman is soon because that's the big thing to look forward to. I think I'm gonna have a lot to say about that one.
Yeah, I think it's fair, especially because we're gonna go head to head here with our horses, the Superman and Fantastic Four, to see
Mhm.
which ends up better in our minds. Which
Yeah.
that forces me to see Fantastic Four, which I didn't really care about seeing, but
Uh-huh.
now I got some skin in the game.
Yeah. We should come up with some kind of bet, that'd be fun. But,
Yeah,
I think but there's just so much riding on Fantastic Four that it has to be
it
good
has to.
because they're setting up Doomsday with it 'cause that's the next movie, I think, so it literally can't fail or else they are
It
fucked.
kind of feels the same with Superman with the James Gunn
Yeah,
world
exactly.
or
They're
whatever the
it's the
fuck.
same thing,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
So they're on their last legs here. Other than
Yeah.
like Batman. Batman's always gonna do well.
I wonder
Um,
if they're gonna tease who Batman is in this, if there's, like, a post-credit scene or something like that. Apparently, there's 2 post-credit scenes, so I'm gonna have to stick around.
oh, it's still Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
God damn it. That
These
pissed me off.
motherfuckers. I would like if it
Uh,
was Robert Pattinson, that'd be sweet, but I don't think it's gonna
yeah,
be.
that'd be a neat way to combine it. But yeah, I
Uh-huh.
think I'm with you. It probably won't be because
Yeah.
the Batman's a little more hardcore.
Yeah, it's grounded, it's fucking emo.
Yeah.
Whereas Superman looks like it's goofy as shit because it's, like, James Gunn, so
It's all bright colored, exactly. Yeah.
I think I saw a picture today or yesterday, and it was the Superman poster, but it says Guardians of Metropolis, and it's just Superman, but it's edited to look like a Guardians of the Galaxy poster. So it's basically just
Gotcha.
Superman, but it's gonna be Guardians.
That's kind of fun. But all right, Ty. This was our 69th episode, so that's funny. Uh,
Nice. We should just title
also,
this episode "Nice," but everybody be like, "What?"
yeah, also, Tom Hanks' birthday is today,
Shout
and
out to him.
he turned 69. So there we
That's
go. It kind of
something.
linked up.
We got something going on there.
Yeah, there you go. It's gonna be sad when he dies. I like him.
Wow. I was trying to think of something funny to say, but now we're just gonna end
Yeah,
on a sad note.
it's just
I don't
sad.
want to think
Yeah,
about Tom Hanks dying.
yeah. I mean, damn.
That's fucking Buzz Lightyear. It's fucking Woody, dude.
That's Woody. Gotta love him, and Mister Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, yeah. Speaking of Mr. Rogers, I'll relate this more to a happier note. I was on the Gateway Clipper on Sunday, and
Nice.
they were just talking about Mr. Rogers and Tom
Fucking
Hanks.
man.
That's all I had. That's all I got.
All right, thanks for lifting us back up, Ty. I appreciate it.
Yeah.